Guys, how's it all going? Ha ha! I'm back from outer space. And you can wipe that look off your face, because I know you've missed me. Oh, it's so good to be back fishing and filming, guys. Honestly, how long has it been? Three weeks, 4 weeks? I can't remember, I'll have to check. But it feels like 3 years. It really does. Lots to talk about. Uh, so if you are a more fish and less waffle kind of person, then feel free to whiz forward now. um, I've just got here. I'm at the Parrot House. It's not going to be a long session. Uh, I'm not actually supposed to be out, in fairness. I'm supposed to rest up for the next 2 weeks. Well, it's been nearly a week, so about a week and a bit left to rest up. So if any of my healthcare professionals are watching, jog on. There's nothing to see here. I'm just sitting on my scooter talking to people. That's it. So I've just brought the one rod. Got one up, one down. I've only brought squid. Like I say, it's not going to be a major session. I just want to get here, get filming, get talking to you guys, um, and plop some bait in the water because there's no major casting. Not that I cast to hurt myself anyway, as you know. But oh, it's so good to be back. It really is. So I'm just going to settle in. I'm going to bait up. I'm going to try something new with the squid. I'll go into that when I do it because it's only in my head. I ain't done it yet. So I'll bring you back in a bit. We're on. Let's do this. If I start chuckling for no reason, forgive me. I'm just really happy right now. We'll go into all that in a bit. See you in a minute. Fly me to the moon. Oh, that's better. This is the bottle of Lucasade that Nikki bought me for my hospital stay, right? I got to have 2 sips of it, and that was on the way home. I'll go into that in a bit. £2 for this poxy bottle. Do you remember when there was the big glass bottle? And that had that kind of orange cellophane stuff around it? But anyway, I was most grateful to my sister, who obviously has been an absolute diamond for me, as always. Right, I'll quickly tell you what I've done with the squid. I was the last 3 nights being stuck indoors, as you know what it's like. So I've been watching videos, and the other night I watched this video about squid, documenting, the environment, what they do, what they eat, and how they swim about, and all that. And I thought, like, people have always told me, people in the know, you bind it up, right? Make it look really neat, on the hook, bind it up, bosh. And I know it works because I've seen fish being caught, big fish, and everything else. But after watching this documentary, I thought, but that's not how they're perceived in their natural environment, is it? They're not in a straitjacket swimming about. They're doing this, right, as they go. So I thought, how can I replicate that a bit more? So, what I thought in my head, and which I've just tried, whether it work or not, I don't know. Because I use these baby squid, which I like, because they're just the right size for the size hooks I use now. Because I've downsized. I used to have really big hooks. I went through my pouch, some of the old rigs I'd made. Hooks are like that. Trying to find a shark or two. So I've downsized. I can't remember what size they are, but I'll show you in a bit. So what I've done is I've got one of those baby squid, and I've cut the bottom off, which if I was using a lug, I could use that bottom bit to tip the lug with, right? Anyway, cut up one side and I opened it out. Then starting at the bottom, I've sort of sewn the hook on all the way up the middle, and then the last bit of the hook on the squid head. So it's actually opened up like this. Got your squid head here, the hook through it, open body, right? Maybe in the tide or whatever. Maybe it's doing a bit of movement, is my point. More like a squid than one that's like this. Do you know what I mean? That's my theory. That's what I'm testing. None of that matters, of course, if there's no fish in here. And it has been diabolical lately. I still talk to everybody who's been fishing the last 2 or 3 weeks. There's been some nice fish, the odd nice bass and all, but it's just, you just got to be lucky on the day. They're either there or they're in. Been virtually nothing coming off the pier. Although Jack had a nice bass last week on the riverside of the pier. So yeah, but I don't care today if I catch or not. I really don't. It's so nice to be out. The weather's lovely. There's hardly a cloud in the sky. There's a bit of a breeze taking off that heat. The only thing not good is the tide's gone out. High tide was about 2.5 hours ago. And it's not hellishly strong, but it's pulling. And I never like fishing this part of the river going out. It's normally weedy or snaggy, but I don't care. I've got plenty of rigs with me and plenty of weights with me today. If I snag up, I'm re-rigging because I'm enjoying it. I'm only going to be fishing for 3 or 4 hours, so I don't want to overdo it. So I'll come back to that in a bit. Waffle part 2, the surgery. If you're squeamish, turn off now. As expected, there's a lot of weed today. Look, there's loads of floating weed as well. Yeah, so as you saw, I had a ton of weed on there. So I've plopped it in right close where there's no pull at all and hopefully less weed. The only thing is, it's not that horrible weed. It's not that gloopy, snotty crap. It's just sort of leafy, grassy weed. So you can just sort of pull it off. Just been talking to a couple of lads. I've just put them off fishing the river when I told them about the weeds. So then they're going on the pier. Nice to meet you boys. They watch the channel. Oh, I got a bite. I just happened to turn. I just saw dunk dunk. Maybe I shouldn't have put them off the river. So then they're going on the pier. Lovely to meet you boys. They didn't give me their names, so I don't have to feel guilty about not remembering them. That's ideal for me. That was a good knock, that. Unless it was one of those Arnie Schwarzenegger crabs. So we'll keep an eye on that. I need a drink. I'm really thirsty today. This ain't gonna last long. Well, I'll keep an eye on this and I'll bring you back. I was thinking to start waffling, but it'd be nice to catch today, wouldn't it, on my first video back. Look at me talking like as if I've been to Afghanistan. Right, I'll bring you back in a minute. Good morning.
Oh, you're the fella that does the podcast, aren't you? I just recognised you. Is that one today?
It is indeed, my first one for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't done it for a few weeks, so yeah.
You had success, didn't you?
Not bad.
No, you had success, mate.
Not bad for a little local Gorston boy.
No.
Yeah.
You have a look, don't you?
Just need to get some fish now.
Are you only just started?
Yeah, about 20 minutes.
When I come up earlier, you weren't here.
No, just started about 20 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
It's very weedy today.
Yeah.
But it's nice to be out. Yeah, nice to be out.
Oh well, you never know. You might have something on
Thank
the
you
way
much.
back.
Cheers.
Shut up, bud.
I think I've got a bite, guys. Just had a second rattle. I might have missed it now. I've been rabbiting on somebody. I think that's worth a look. Right, well, I've been stripped of the top hook, which was the opened up squid. Was a bit of weed on it though, but I don't think that was a weed catching it that made that pull. Something's tugged that off. So I'm going to rebait that the same way. Well, that's encouraging. That was definitely a bite. Something's pulled that off. Because there was at least 2 bites there. And that was on the top hook. So it wouldn't have been a crab, because the bottom one, which is a long snood, I've got a really long snood for the bottom one, that ain't been touched. So I've done the same. I've opened it up, threaded it through, hooked it into the head. And I'm just doing that now, enticing the big bass. I suppose I better set the drag wheel in case of smooth hands. There's been smooth hands out this river the last 2 or 3 weeks. You never know, do you? Not that I'd want to catch a smooth hand here of any size, unless it was a bubby. Got no chance of getting over this wall on my own. But I've had a bite. So cool to be out again fishing. Can't tell you how much I missed it. Typical, isn't it? All the weeks of sunshine and good weather we've had is when most of my main problems started, like with my toe and all that. Which I will get onto all that in a second. But I'm hawk-eyeing the rod at the minute. Right, I'll give it another 10 minutes. And then we'll have a yarn. A Norfolk yarn. Oh. Well, the old sun's gone behind a cloud. I'm happy about that. We're starting to get hot. Mind you, we ain't got long now. We're now into September, ain't we? Can't believe it. Is it the first today? I don't know what I'm looking at this for. You've got a calendar on it. I think it's the first today, isn't it? Sunday. So it won't be that long before I'll be moaning about the cold. Although I am more set up this year. I got my windproof and waterproof trousers that pull up over my joggies. I just got to find a way of putting a bit of string in them or something, because they're a bit loose, not very elasticy. I'm going to get myself a little lightweight waterproof jacket. I don't like wearing that big old, that thing I wore last year. Lovely, kept me warm, don't get me wrong, but it weren't waterproof. So I just need something to keep me out of there. I've got an umbrella coming. One with what was it, a 51 inch? I'm actually getting it off Billy. And then that's the one with you put the sides on it. So it's a bit more like a bivvy or shelter, whatever you want to call it. I'll do a few evenings, I think. I ain't done one for a long time. Nice and peaceful today. I think I've only spoke to 12 people. Let's get on with the show of the surgery. We'll start at the beginning. Now, we were due to go there, me and Nicky I'm talking about. We were supposed to get there at 12. This is the Norfolk and Norwich. What an amazing hospital that is. I love it there. Yeah, we're supposed to be there at 12. Get all gowned up and all that. Go down to surgery at 1. It's an hour's surgery, which took us till 2. And then you had to lay, or I had to lay, dead still and dead flat for 4 hours for the recovery, which took us till 6. Trouble is, that unit where I have the surgery, you can't stay there. They don't have people staying there. They shut at 6:30. So what they did was they booked me a bed in the main hospital, so that if I weren't recovered at 6, I'd have to stay the night in the hospital, which I did not want to do. Spent half my life in hospitals as a youngster, and I hate staying them. But by stroke of genius luck, well, just luck, I don't know where the genius come in, they rang me at 8 o'clock in the morning, woke me up, and said, any chance you can come now? I went, well, I'm sure I'll be fine with my sister. I said, does that mean I can come up and day? They went, yep. I went, we're coming. They rang up Nick. They said, Nicky, come and get me. So yeah, I think she came and picked me up at 4 o'clock. And then we were home. Absolutely awesome. So I'm sitting there all gowned up, which they're horrible, isn't they? Big gaping hole at your butt end. The surgeon came round. Luckily, again, It was not the surgeon who I saw the first time, the arsehole who treated me like dirt. Weren't him. I was well happy about that. It was a little Chinese dude who was funny as hell. He was awesome. He did shit me up a bit though, because he was explaining what was going to happen. Right now, I'm telling you all this because there might be someone out there who's never had a stent and they got one coming up. Whatever. Let me tell you about the procedure. He did scare me a little bit, but that weren't that much to worry about. Anyway, he said basically go in there with dirt in the artery. They make a little incision, which they numb with a needle, just at a local, right? This balloon go in and stretch the artery out. Then the stent goes in, blah, blah, blah. He said that might be a little bit painful when that starts stretching. I thought, right, why? And you numb the area? He said, yeah, we'll be numbing the area. I said, Jesus, that's still going to hurt. So, anyway, that was that. He went off, and this nurse come up to take me down to surgery. Ellie, her name was. Ellie was this little short blonde-haired thing. She was so yummy and a lovely person. Her character was, she was nice, right? So she walked me down. She opened up the door of the surgery. Queen was blasting on the speakers in this surgery. There was two dudes in there air guitaring, right? And I think there must have been 12 to 15 people in the surgery room, all having a good time, taking the piss out of each other, dancing to music and all that. That was just brilliant. It just made you feel totally at ease. A little Chinese dude come up, he said, how we doing? I said, yeah, I'm good. He said, well, you won't be in a minute. So, but they just chat to you, keep you calm basically and take your mind off it. But then, he's talking to me all the time. He said, right, what we're going to do now is just going to clean your area, sterilise you and all that. And then we'll get going. We'll overcome this woman, this nurse, in her 30s, yummy, and two female, much younger students with her. So I had a yummy mummy and two 20-year-olds cleaning me around my groin and everywhere. That took willpower. I was trying to think of so many things. I started doing the 9 times table. I think I got to 81 by the time they'd finished. I was never good at 9 times table. But that took willpower. Don't you move a muscle. I need a drink. The memories of it. So once I got over that ordeal, which weren't an ordeal as much as, I just wasn't expecting it. He numbed the area, which I didn't even feel the needle. I guess your groin is not a very sensitive place, I don't know. Too much fat in mine, probably. But, numbed the area, he said, right, we're going to start. And he brings this big square thing over me, which was the scanner. Because what he does by looking at a screen of an X-ray, right? So you can see all the veins and all that. So I couldn't see him then, because this thing was over me, and he was sort of round the other side of it. So he made the incision, he said, we're going in. He said, right, this is where I'm going to open up. So let me know if it's painful. And then if it continues to be painful, we'll have to stop because that might tear. Then there'll be internal bleeding and we're in a remote mess. Jesus Christ. Say something jolly. So anyway, he stretched it and it was painful, but it weren't excruciating. But then Ellie plopped her face right into mine like that, leaning over me. And she said, are you alright? Do you want any painkillers? I said, no, I'm alright. What are you wearing? She had on these all of a sudden, because she weren't wearing them before. These like Polaroid polarised swimming goggles. That's what they look like to me. I said, what are you wearing? Are you called swimming? She went, no, it's because of the x-ray machine. I said, you're standing over there. I'm under it. Why ain't I wearing them? And she just giggled and walked away. So that was that, really. And I kept feeling, as soon as he opened it up, you know, I just felt this rush of stuff, I guess blood. But it felt weird. A bit like if you've ever had a CT scan, you know, and they put that dye in you and you feel that heat go around everywhere. That's what it felt like. Because I'm hot-blooded. But no, that was all good. All cool. Lifeboat, give me a hoot. All cool. The only bit that was really painful was when he'd finished. Pulled everything out, and then where he'd gone in, he got both thumbs on it and pressed down with all his weight, which wasn't a lot, he's a little Chinese dude. Pushing down really hard, and he had to do that for 15 minutes. And that's how it sealed itself up. That was painful. I think I got 8 minutes in, went, Ellie, sure I'm coming, here's some drugs. And then I was fine. I could have had them earlier, the drugs, as soon as it started hurting, but I was trying to be tough for the women in there. And then, yeah, so then I come back, and I was laying there flat on my back, couldn't move, and I was really thirsty. And I had this sitting on the side that Nicky had given me, and I couldn't drink it. I wasn't allowed to sit up or nothing. I said, well, can't you get a straw and bring it down to my level? That didn't work. You've been laying flat on your back trying to do this. So, yeah. So I think I'm going to rebate in a minute. Give you a break from the waffle, and I'm going to come into the after effects. See you in a bit. New species. Barnacle iron bar. About 60 centimetres. Bet you ain't caught one here, huh? So anyway, just going back to when I was laying there for 4 hours. I'm the worst patient in the world, you know, because I ain't got any patience. Right? Once I've got it in my head, I'm fine. I want to go home. I'm fine, and I want to go home. And this poor nurse, she was from Nigeria, lovely woman, spoke really soft. I said, how many times have I got to tell you I'm deaf in my left ear? Get this side and speak up. She's like whispering like that, you know. One of them. And I was giving her a right hard time. So what's up now? You can't. I need a drink. I'll try it with a straw again. I said, it didn't work. I need a drink. You're not allowed to move, because every 15 minutes she had to keep pressing around the area to make sure that it hadn't hardened up or something, and make sure it weren't starting to bleed again. I said, you've checked that now 8 billion times. That's fine. I want to sit up. She went, you can't. Not until 4 o'clock. So that's when I'm going home. She said, well, I'll let you sit up 5 minutes beforehand. I went, Jesus. So what about him over there? She went, what? I said, he's sitting in a chair. She went, he's now going home. I don't care. Right? Nightmare I am. But Nikki picked me up. This nurse did nothing but moan at Nikki about her brother. But what was I going to say? Can't remember now. I think that might have been it. So anyway, yeah, we got to go home, which was really nice to be home the same day. Those people up Norfolk and Norwich are outstanding. Seriously, if you get to go there for a surgery. But I got and slept well. But the next day, don't know what miracles I was expecting, right? I expected to go, ta-da, I'm all good. Right, so I had the stent, just to go back, I had the stent in the artery in the groin, right? And then I've got that blocked artery in the leg from the thigh to the calf. They want to do this first to see if that helps that, and to see if it helped the toe. Now, my mobility problems is, as soon as I try to walk anywhere, my thigh, my hip, my calf muscles just give up, because they're not getting the blood flow and the oxygen and all that. The worst thing was the toe, which was constant pain. See, the legs were only pain when I walked. The toe was every minute of every day for 3 months. Agony. Which brings me to a point, I did, the old boy Ray that fishes sometimes, I messaged him one day and apologised. Because he came up to me one day when I was fishing and I was in agony. I just didn't want to know anybody. So if I have been a bit offish to anyone, I do apologise. Which brings me to another point. I know throughout my entire life this has happened. So if it's happened on the pier or somewhere, I really am sorry. I am deaf in my left ear. So if you speak to me and I don't reply, I'm not an ignorant person. I don't ignore anyone. It's because I ain't heard you, right? Just putting that out there. So I've gone off on a right tangent again, haven't I? Where was it going? Yeah, my toe. So the next day, nothing. Felt exactly the same. My toe was still throbbing like a bugger. And Nikki rang me up and said, how are you? I said, shit, nothing's changed. He said, well, you only had it done yesterday. Well, the day after, day 3 or day 2 after the op, I woke up with no pain. No pain. No pain. No pain. What film was that? None. And then I walked to the kitchen and I was walking without a limp. I thought, what the hell? And I've been I've had no pain from this toe since. The toe's done, almost. It's still tender, but but it's no longer purple. It's more of a pinkish colour. Uh, if I think I'm doing stupid things and walking about too much, it will hurt. But just sitting here, I'm not in pain. That is the most bestest present I've had from this op. Is to take that constant pain away. I'm in no pain. So I'm just smiling at the minute because it's like being reborn. And I'm so happy. I did put up a little short video the other day thanking people, but I'll say it again. I can't thank you guys enough, both on YouTube and in the Facebook groups, for all the comments of support. Um, that's been awesome. I really appreciate it. And that did help me get through it, which ended up not being a major thing, but in your head leading up to it, that could have been like life-saving operation, which in a way it was, but like, you know what I mean. Once if it was triple bypassed, you know what I mean. But there you go. Anyway, then I started reading through all the paraphernalia that came with it. I had to take and it actually says to get the full benefit of what I've had done is actually 6 to 8 weeks. So, and that's only been what, 5, 6 days. So to get rid of the pain in my toe already is awesome. I'm back to being jolly happy. I'm sure at some point I'll start moaning. So yeah, I might still have to have the artery bypass in the leg, but I got a review in 6 weeks. So we'll see how I am then and see what they want to do. But yeah, so far, so good. I'd no more bites though, and it is getting hotter. I'm going to run out of Lucozade in a minute, and that's getting warm itself. So yeah, that's about it really on the op front. Sorry if I've been waffling a bit too much, but I thought I'd keep you all up to speed talking about that speed. The day I woke up and had no pain in my toe, I couldn't wait to show Nikki, so I got on my scooter and went round hers. She was in the kitchen. I walked in. She said, "What are you doing up and about?" I said, "Oh, shut up. Stand over there and watch." And I walked towards her with that limp. Bless her. Thought she was going to cry. It's been like watching your toddler walk for the first time. Except he's 5'7", wide. Oh. But it's amazing, isn't it? You don't... Well, you do realise what you're going through because you're dealing with it, right? But when you suddenly ain't got that constant pain, it really brings back what you've been going through for the last 3 months. You can't enjoy nothing. Can't sit there and watch a program or do your fishing or talk to people because it's just constant and it makes you angry and upset and irritable. And the amount of times I sat in that lounge of mine of an evening going, "Give me a fucking break. Just for 10 minutes, you know," it's just... At one point I looked at my mother's picture and went, "Mum, take me now. I've had enough. I really have had enough." But yeah, we got through it. So hopefully that'll continue to get better and better. Um, maybe we can start the positive vibes that might reflect on the fish, although it ain't yet. I've had a bite and an iron bar, which I've left down there. There's no point in somebody else catching on it. So yeah, it's good to be out. Not many people out fishing today. I thought there's maybe a few on the pier. But then it's Monday and I think, don't the kids go back to school today? I think so. Actually, that was the other thing. Nikki's kid, her youngest, Jack, who has left this year, we went with him to get his exam results. Was it last week or the week before? Last week. Jack's autistic. He's in a normal school, and he's come on leaps and bounds in the last few years. Very clever kid. He's got mostly nines, a distinction. I don't understand all this. Level 2 merit, and then an 8 and a 7. I think the 7 was for English. That was his worst subject. But everything else he just aced. Unbelievable. I don't know where he come from because he ain't part of my family. Yeah, so he's done really well. I think he's now going to college to do engineering. I think that's what his dad does. So good luck to him. Bless him. So yeah, Nicky's got no kids at school anymore. And 4 grandchildren. Old. It's time. Well, give it another hour. I don't want to stretch myself too much on my first session. I don't know where we ought to fish next. Yeah. I might go back to the White Swan. Lovely day. I think we've got this all week. Oh, tell you what I found the other day. Where was I? I think I was coming down Riverside Road, towards Hardy Slip. Now I saw it on the floor. One of those clip-on things for the car. So, that can be on wander. I'll find somewhere to put it. Probably on the basket at the front. See if I can get arrested. Can you imagine? Man on mobility scooter arrested for flying the British flag. Bollocks to him. That's what I say. Don't care. Lock me up. Right, I'll bring you back in a bit. piss off. That's the other problem with this heat, and it flies. They're everywhere. And big ass green bottle things. Millions of them. I hate them. Hate them, hate them, hate them. So it was rebaited. The bottom hook had gone. Bottom hook. Put his teeth in for the dog. Bottom bait has gone. Top one's untouched. I should have changed it really. Put some fresh squid on, but oh well. I just dropped it by the wall again. I'm not really getting any weed by the wall. It's now 2 o'clock. Been here nearly 4 hours. So, this might be the last cast. I just want to get a video out. Sorry if I don't know how long this video is going to be, because when you waffle, you lose track of time. Might be a lot longer than I've anticipated. But I just want to let you know how everything is. And if it's your first time on the channel, sorry. But you ain't subscribed. In fact, I bet you've gone already. Who's this dude? I thought this was a fishing channel. Talking about nurses and steads. Oh, I'm starting to sweat now. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I just want to get everything out there, let you know what's going on. Don't want to leave you in suspense. Because I do know how to keep my viewers in suspense, you know. See? That's all I've been doing since I've been happy. Doing stupid dad jokes. What was one I told Nicky yesterday? Oh, it's in that new website, conjunctivitis.com. Yeah, that's a site for sore eyes, that is. Right, see you in a bit. Before I forget, shout out to Dave Harden. That's Dave Harden's Fishing Adventures. I'll put a link in the description if you want to check him out. I cover Gorston. He covers mainly Yarmouth, although he goes all over the place. He does do Lowestoft and Corton and various other places. Thanks for the shout out in your last video, Dave. I forgot to comment to thank you. Asked if I was alright. So thanks a lot, Dave. So yeah, Dave Harden's Fishing Adventures, go check him out. Good guy, and he catches more fish than I do. So go check him out. while we're on the thank yous, because I'm now about to shut down, guys. I ain't had a bite, but don't care. It's lovely being out, and I don't want to overdo it on the first session out. Don't want to get you too excited with loads of fish now, do I? Right? Well, we'll ease into that as the videos come. I'll do another one during the week, and I'll put that up probably Friday. So a massive thank you again to everyone. Appreciate the support on my channel, for my well-being. Big love. Thanks to Norfolk and Norwich, they were awesome looking after me. Nicky stands to reason, always there for me. Big old Matty, my mate Matty, always on the end of the phone. If I need anything, he's there. Just everybody, really. Could say it all day, thanking names. But you know who you are, and I really appreciate it. So I will see you later in the week. Thanks for watching. Tight lines, calm minds. Ta-da. Bye. I didn't blank. I caught something. Ta-da.